Alright guys, today we have the OnePlus One and we'll be installing the black carbon fiber. We're going to start with the one piece front. Also included is a two-piece one. If you don't care for the flimsy, thin sides that will hug the border of the longer sides of the phone. To install, all you have to do is line up the sensors on the top and flap over the bottom section of the phone. Now, once that you have the top installed, you can unflap it and the sides will straighten out while you're aligning the bottom. You just want to be very gentle because you could stretch or rip those small sides. Now, once you have the bottom pressed down, you want to just press down those thin sides as well, just so that they stick to the glass on your phone. You can tell the nice precise button cutouts that will glow through the skin. And they aren't just generic shapes. Alright, now we're going to be installing the back. This is the Type 1 back that has attached sides on both the left and the right of the back. Also included with the back only and the full body is two sets of the upper and lower pieces of the sides that will fill in the missing gap of the back piece. Now, when removing the back piece from the wax paper, go on a 90-degree angle from the top and be gentle around that logo area. The logo is attached to the back skin and it's only held on by a small area. So when aligning, the only pivot points you have on this particular phone is the camera area and the logo. So you have to center the area around the camera first, press that area down, and then you'll be able to align it the rest of the way down the length of the phone. You want to make sure that the logo is centered as well. And once it's all centered, you want to press it down. You want to just do a slight inspection to see if the cutouts on the sides are going to line up as well. And once you feel confident, you want to start pressing it down and pressing some of the curved contours on the phone as well, as the upper left and right and lower left and right corners of the back skin. Now that you feel that you have it aligned, you can start pressing down the side wrap wings as well. Now, if the back skin is aligned correctly, the cutouts will meet with whatever the cutouts are supposed to be surrounded by, as a SIM card tray or volume control, lock buttons, etc. Since the one side is aligned correctly, you should have no problem on the opposing one. As you can see, it's a nice, precise cutout around the buttons and around the card slot as well. Now for the final step of our install for the back. You want to make sure that the corners are lifted and heat the lifted corners, press, and then press it side to side to smooth out the edges. You can heat the entirety of the back as well. It's no harm. It's also does better for the skin and the adhesive itself. Now, while heating along the sides of the phone, just press down the wings that we align to the buttons and SIM card trays. And don't forget the curved edges at the top of the device. You also want to hit the flat area at the top as well, just so that it makes for a better stick and that there would be no air pockets trapped underneath. Even though this is air bubble free, a little heat will go a long way. And now we're going to install the camera cover. To install the camera cover, just grab a piece of Scotch tape, press it down that the skin will lift off the wax paper, and then just center it around the flash and camera. And then once you're pleased, press it and remove the tape in a 90-degree angle. Now it's on to one of the sets of the upper and lowers. We're going to start with the top. And you just have to find your centering points, which is going to be the single mic cutout and the headphone jack. Now, once you have it placed, you can move to one of the lifted wings. And you want to try to connect the wing to the actual wing of the back skin. As you can tell, there was a slight partition in between the upper side wrap and the wing of the back. So to remedy this, you want to lift up gently and give it a slight tug. You don't want to overstretch it, and you don't want to rip it off either. And now you can tell that the two pieces connect now. And you want to repeat this step with the opposing side. And this one connected a little bit better. And now we're going to install the final section of the side wrap, the bottom. And you want to follow similar steps to what we did to the top. You want to center it around the charging port and the mic and two speakers. Now that we have it nice and perfectly aligned, we can start to put the exposed pieces down. Now this area you're going to have to stretch as well, as we did with the first section that we placed. Remember, you don't want to overstretch it and malform it. You just want to stretch it enough that the two pieces make a solid connection. Along with the other side, you just want to firmly press around the corner. Make sure that it is centered on the border of the side correctly. And once you feel alignment is good and it's been stretched enough, you can start to press it down. Now for the two side wraps that we just installed, You just want to heat the corners because there could be a little bit of tunneling on the edges, and you just want to make sure that it is flush to the sides of the phone. And you want to repeat this for all four corners of the sides. Just final checks. And there you have it. This is a full body kit install for the Type 1 of the OnePlus One phone. Alright guys, thanks for watching.